Welcome again, students and my viewers. Let us consider this question. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the method of completing the square to factorize or to arrive or to solve this quadratic. We have x squared minus 2x minus 3 or is equal to 0. In fact, we can use three ways to solve this quadratic equation. One is by factorization, one is by using the almighty formula, and one is by the method of completing the square. But for this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step way on how to use the method of completing the square to solve this quadratic equation, which is x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 by method of completing the square. Solution. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, the first approach by using the method of completing the square is to move this constant minus 3 to cross the equal to sign. It becomes positive. So we have x squared minus 2x is equal to 3. The next thing to do is to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. In this case, the coefficient of x squared is 1. If the coefficient of x squared is not 1, we divide through by the coefficient of x squared, right? But here, the coefficient of x squared is 1 already, right? Now, what we do is to add the square of half of coefficient of x to both sides. The square of half of coefficient of both sides. The square of half means times the square of half of coefficient of what? X. Coefficient of x is 2, right? Minus 2, right? So the square of half means times half 2. Then the square of it will be this. So the square of half of coefficient of x is this. Minus 2 times 1 over 2, which is minus 2 over 2. Or exponent 2, which is minus 1 square. Right? We are going to add minus 1 square to both sides of the equation. The square of half of coefficient of x to both sides. Right? So now we have x squared minus 2x plus minus 1 square is equal to 3 plus minus 1 square. We are solving this by the method of completing the square. Right? Now, do you know that x squared minus 2x plus minus 1 all squared can be written to its simplest form as x minus 1 or exponent 2? Because when you expand this, we are going to get this. Let's go. X minus 1 all square. X square. X exponent 2 x square. Then use these two to multiply 2, 1, 2 times x. We have minus 2x. Then minus 1 square, right? Minus 1 square. You see, still here, right? So it means x squared minus 2x plus minus 1 square will be x minus 1 or exponent 2, right? Is equal to 3 plus minus 1 square is 1. So it means we have x minus 1 or exponent 2 is equal to 4. We need to clear this exponent 2 from here, right? So we take the square root of both sides, x minus 1 or exponent 2 square root is equal to, anytime we take square root, we add plus or minus square root of 4, right? Note, we are doing this by the method of completing the squares. So automatically this and this will be out. So x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus square root of 4 is 2. Now we have x is equal to 1 plus or minus 2. Plus or minus 2 simply means x will be equal to either 1 plus 2, which is x is equal to 3, and x will equal to 1 minus 2, which is x is equal to minus 1. Therefore, we can say the value of x are x is equal to 3, x is equal to 1. This is how to apply the method of completing the square in solving any quadratic equation. You can either use the almighty formula or the method of factorization to arrive at the same answer, which is x is equal to 3, x is equal to minus 1. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do well to like and share.